Hello Udemy, I am Shahzad Ahmad from Shekzi.com and welcome in lecture number first. Today we are going to start our new series which is the PHP. So in this series you will learn a lot of things like core PHP, PHP 5, PHP 7 and CodingNighter, MySQL. So we start from core PHP so you can understand how PHP works. So whenever I say core PHP, that means I'm talking about PHP 4, or in simple words I'm talking about how can you create your variables, how can you declare your variables, how can you assign the value to your variables, how can you create your functions, how can you create arrays, what is the return type when you are going to call a particular functions, predefined function, built-in functions. Then you will learn the PHP 5. So why you have to learn PHP 5? Because before starting any framework like CodingNighter, Laravel or Falcon, you have to familiar with PHP 5, or in simple words object oriented programming. So you have the basic knowledge of object oriented programming, so that's why you have to cover the PHP 5. So don't worry, we are going to cover each and everything from core PHP and PHP 5 as well. After that we are going to perform the CRUD operations using PHP 5. When you complete the CRUD operations in PHP 5, then we will start the CodingNighter, which is the PHP framework, and I will teach you step by step from scratch how CodingNighter works, and I will teach you the MVC approach, means model view controller. If you are familiar with design patterns, then it's fine for you, but if you are not familiar with design patterns, then the MVC pattern. So don't worry, I'm going to cover each and everything from scratch. In this series you can also learn the MySQL, because with PHP we are going to implement the MySQL database, okay, and I will teach you the step by step SQL, how can you retrieve your data from your database using SQL. We will cover many queries, we will cover select, conditions, join, each and everything from SQL. So before starting this course you have the basic knowledge of programming. First of all, if you are not familiar with any programming language, then okay, I will teach you step by step, don't worry. In this series we need a server. So first of all, you know very well the PHP is a server-side language. If you don't know about, so don't worry, we are going to explain each and everything, because this is the basic series. We cover each and everything from basics to advanced. Make sure we are going to create 2 projects using CodingNighter. So don't worry, we are going to cover basics and advanced as well in this series. So you will learn each and everything from scratch. Don't worry, I will teach you the front-end framework, which is the world's powerful framework, Twitter Bootstrap. Make sure I will teach you, don't worry, and I will teach you from scratch. So don't worry, I will teach you core PHP, PHP 5, PHP 7, CodingNighter, and also Bootstrap with 2 projects in CodingNighter. Okay, so I will teach you also SQL, how can you retrieve your data from your database. So this is a huge series and you will learn many things in this series. Okay, so we need a server because PHP is a server-side language. So server can serve you, or server is a person. You can say server is a person who is responsible to provide the services to the clients. So who are the clients? For suppose you are writing that udemy.com, that means you are a client. Via browser you are sending the request to the server, then it's the responsibility of the server. It can hold this request and it can generate this page for you. So don't worry, we cover each and everything once we start the core PHP. So we are going to use the XAMPP. XAMPP is a server, so don't worry if you are working on another server like WAMP, LAMP. It's totally depend upon you. Make sure in this series I am going to use the XAMPP. Okay, we are going to use the IDE, which is PHP Storm, in this series, because PHP Storm is the powerful IDE for the PHP programming. So it's totally depend upon you. If you are not familiar with PHP Storm, so don't worry. Okay, you can download Notepad++, or you can also download the Sublime. So it's totally depend upon you, but in this series I am going to use the PHP Storm. So if you don't have a PHP Storm, so go to jetbrains.com, because PHP Storm is the JetBrains tool. So you can see PHP Storm. Okay, so you can download the PHP Storm from the official website of jetbrains.com. Don't worry, they are providing 13 days free trial. So you can download the PHP Storm first of all. Then if you are a student or you are a teacher, so you can provide the identity related with your organization or university. So they will provide you the 1 year free license for PHP Storm. And for the database purpose, for suppose we are going to cover each and everything from MySQL database, and we will perform the SQL queries. So I'm going to use the data grid. This is the tool. You can see IDE for database and SQL. So I'm going to use data grid in this series for the database purpose. So don't worry, we will cover each and everything from scratch. So in the last session, by the way, I am Shahzad Ahmed, and I have 6-year experience in web development. I have created thousands of lectures for my community, and nowadays I am working on Udemy. Okay, if you want to know more about me, go to Google, just type Shegzi. Okay, you can see I have a website, and I have created thousands of lectures for my community, and I'm providing many courses for my community. So you can see I have many. So go to Google and make sure I have created thousands of websites, hundreds of management systems, and many things. Okay, so you can see shegzi.com. Just type shegzi.com and you can find anything related with me. You can also join me on YouTube and Facebook. So I think this is enough for today. In this series, I hope you will enjoy many things, and thank you for watching.